Okay, um, so Steven was gone. I didn't know where, and yeah, everything that because we had, you know, celebrated holidays together. So, and then when we like did that, we didn't have any money, so they were all like these like homemade gifts that we made and exchanged, and all of the homemade gifts were gone. Um, everything, everything that would right, like everything was gone. Uh, all the stuff was gone, and like Sophie left at my house, and everything was just gone, just fucking gone. And then and if I ask anyone in my family, like what the fuck happened to, I was like, I know what you're talking about, Heather. Have you seen who? I don't think you know that guy. And it was just a nonstop. They're just just gaslighting, and that's just all that is. And just deny, 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 and then I think you made that up in your head. And it's like I okay, all right, maybe I did, because they really fucking like convinced me of that. And I was like, all right, maybe I did. And then but in a way I didn't really think I did. So we get on up into high school, and yeah, and I made this stupid friend that had a car. Yeah. And I really couldn't fucking stand her. But she's just like that fucking girl in the eighth grade that wouldn't, stay away. And then you try to hang out with other people and they're like, right, just like a real, like, clingy friend. But she did have a car. And, right. So I was like, oh, well, let's go down. And then I'm like, the places that we would go were just places where I could, like, where I knew he hung out. And, like, maybe he was there, maybe he's there. So we're like driving around and I'm like looking for him, but I can't fucking find him. And, and then this was during, the very early 90s. I guess the very late 80s. No, this is the very late 80s. And 89, I guess. 88 or 89. And during that time, they everyone had gotten concerned that I might run away. I don't know why. What? What is there to run away from? Really? Um, so they'd become concerned that I might run away, and I hadn't seen Mark in a long time either. He hadn't been hanging out and or coming around. So, and then I'm like riding around with my friend, and then I have to, by order of my mother, I have to call from a payphone and call collect from a payphone and let her know where I am, and then just hang up. So I was, I told my friend I'd pull over so I can use this fucking payphone, or she'll call the cops. And so I go to use the payphone and, call the house, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw Mark, and this was at this old grocery store, and he's just standing out front um, of this old grocery store. And right, he's standing out there by the Coke machines at the grocery store, and I saw him. So I went into the store and I got, I don't know, candy, I got candy and a soda, and then I come back out and right, and then he like chases me down in the parking lot, and I'm um grown ish. I'm grown. I'm more grown than I was before, and the last time I saw him. And right, and then he just fucking like is the first thing he did was try to kiss me, and I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? And right. So anyway, we're talking, and then we end up like just riding around, and that's his same friend, the same friend from the fourth grade that he had. It was the same guy he was hanging out with in front of the grocery store. And what he was doing over there at that old grocery store is like he's at this old grocery store, and he would stay over there where the Coke machines were, in between the kind of in between businesses, and just stand out there. And from that perspective he could see like catty corner across the street, and that's where he had these girls working because he was a pimp, and that's what he was doing, standing there. And so he's standing there, watching those girls across the street work, and then mhm, mhm, that's what he's doing. And so anyway, we get into his friend's truck, and then we start driving around and shit and talking and hanging out. And then at the end of the night, we part ways. And then he didn't ask for my number, but then he ended up, because he didn't have my number, calling every single last name in the phone book that had the last name that I was using, not my real last name, but the last name that I used, um, my alias, right? He called all of my alias. And then finally he found somebody who actually fucking knew me. And they said, oh no, she's not here. Call her at her house, and it's da 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 da. So he calls, and then I start, seeing him. Mhm. Like, fairly regularly. Um, and I guess, yeah, I did know he was a pet. Yeah. Hmm. Well, if you thought that other guy that I dated was bad, wait until you see what I do now. And so you and yeah, yeah, I did kind of know that he was a pet, and that relationship is vastly different than the relationship that I have with Steven, because I grew up with Mark. So we, still had that like kids, we're like fucking kids. Um uh, right, because I did not Mark did not have any preconceived notions that I was nice. And Steven thought that I was just this real sweet, nice girl. And I liked keeping up that pretense with him. But Mark didn't think that. He already fucking knew me. So that was a different kind of relationship, you know. Yeah. Because yeah. I don't know that I was, I don't know that I was, lying to Steven, but I certainly didn't ever, I don't know. He thought that I was nice. He thought that I was this super nice, sweet girl. And Mark did not think that, because he already knew me. And, right. Um, right. So it was a lot of, like, that same, the kind of, like, kidding, I guess, that with the same back and forth from when we were kids. Um, you know, the like with your kids, and you tease one another. And so that was still very prevalent, uh, but it was, I don't know, we argued and fought a lot. I was much more willing to fight with Mark, and we fought a lot. We fought a whole lot. And oh my god, all we did was fucking fight. And we fought all the time, all the time. So then one day we're out, because like the places we went, he didn't really want to be seen with him because he's a fucking pimp, so I don't want to give people the wrong impression of me. Um, so the places we went were, more secluded so that people didn't see us together. That's another big difference, because Steven really didn't care that people saw me with him. And then, if anybody asked, it's, oh, that's just for work. And, if people saw me with Mark, they said, what the fuck? Why is she hanging out with that pimp? And, right. So the places that we would go together, um, were mostly just like in the woods, secluded in the woods places, or just driving around, and never like went anywhere together. And, you know, because. because you don't really want to be, seen hanging out with a fucking pimp. And then one day, we're up, um, where people would go like, ride drive trucks through the mud and shit. And he goes, um, right, this is like when we first started hanging out again together, and um, he says, your uncle so and so, right? Your uncle so and so hired me to kill you, and I was like, right. And then he says, but I just want to fuck you instead. And I was like, right. Oh my god, how romantic is that? No, but fucking seriously. And like he fucking seriously said that to me. And mhm, yeah, close your mouth. You look like a frog. And and then after that, we were like more seriously dating. Um, right, but still not having sex. And just making out and this and that, and riding around because there wasn't any private place. And and I'd been with Steven for all of that time, and yeah, not having sex. Right. So like I had put, and I guess most girls do at that age. I had put a certain expectation level on that on the first time you have sex, that I don't want to. I'm not gonna fucking go out here and fuck you in the woods, Jesus Christ. And ugh, right. Um. So anyway, so we're still not having sex, but just riding around and making out and shit. And because there's no private place, he still lives with his mom. And and you know so anyway, um he told me that, and he says, I'm gonna go like talk to your family and see if we can get you, because you're in so much trouble, see if we can get you out of trouble, so that they don't want to kill you anymore. Yeah, because like my uncle had hired Mark to fucking kill me, and then Mark told me. And right. I don't know, stupid, I guess. I guess he thought everybody was like the fuck he is. He's dead now. But like just a fucking backstab goddamn motherfucking bastard. I guess that's how he thought. I guess he thought everybody was that fucking way. Mm. And so Mark, wasn't gonna kill me. Um, right. But anyway, um, so we're just, hanging out and doing stuff. And then he says, I want to talk to them and see if we can get you out of trouble. And it's clear you don't want to marry that old man. And I was like, oh, it's very clear I don't want to marry that old man. And I don't want to get married at all. And I don't, most especially not in high school. I mean, it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. And I've got like, I don't know why you have to get married as a fucking teenager anyway. I mean, look how well it worked out for my fucking parents. Like, why are we doing this so young? And that was my fucking thought process on it. Why would I do these things? I don't want to get fucking married. That's dumb. And this is wait until like I'm an adult, at least, and maybe not have an arranged marriage. Maybe I don't want that. And so he said he would go talk to them, and try to get it settled. Um, is what he told me. And so at that point, he's acting as a go-between between me and my family, who quite apparently wanted to fucking kill me right then. And that's that.